Hey yo, what's up? You know it is your boy Triple the G.O.D. Welcome back to Kamen Super Climax Heroes, everybody. And as we get and continue our primers on every single character in the game, question is, who's up next? And as you heard by that majestic cool tone, we are taking a look at Wizard's Water Style. So without any further ado, let's get to work. Mobility art, just like play style, air dashing also. The difference is, water style doesn't do a dash for a ride or a startup. It's a super jump. And just like with a dash, you can super jump backwards or forward in any direction pretty much. You just hopping around all over the place, hoppity and such. What about specials? Neutral specials, slash strike. Directional specials, bind. Bind takes a little startup, but you can pretty much do whatever you want after it. However, your opponent can't ride a burst out of it, but they can mash out of it to reduce how long they're actually stuck in bind, so keep that in mind. And jumping art, breaking, baby! And with all of that, let's get to these strings real quick. Alrighty. We gotta start with jumping light, and jumping heavy if it will come out. Now jumping heavy in this case does, and I mean does, go into a ride but because jumping light goes into a knockdown, it doesn't. So just keep that in mind, and let's do it one more time and it actually hits. And just like with anything you can do, let me see if I can actually demonstrate it, because it's a little different because of how that thing works, but you got to be quick on the trigger though. But hold up, and they ain't even working now. See? Just a little demo for later. Let's go ahead, let's get into some strings. Now, here's with this light chain. Now, unlike let's just visualize for a second. Look at that second hit, and look at Wizard when he puts his hands up. Whenever you see that, when you're trying to build combos, is that you have to learn what your character's idle standing animation is. And if you see, I'm mashing X over here on this side of the screen. You can't hear it nor see it, but it doesn't. But you can't do a rider finale after it, but you can kick them very, very far. If you do I'm holding. Let me see. I'll show you. If you do something that if you do a combo ender that ends into the corner, you can rider cancel afterwards and do a string, and I just poorly did that, but and there you go. There's your perfect example right there. What we got next? We have light, heavy. Now, that first heavy, this is very nice and comboable into a rider finale, or anything else you want to do. Well, not anything else you want to do without doing a rider cancel, but do a rider cancel, push you back in neutral position. But you can do a rider finale, and I don't want to show you because we'll be here all day. But just trust me, it does combo into a rider finale. What we got next? We have any direction any direction light string. I am so sorry that I've lost my train of thought. Now, what's kind of odd if you look is that that's actually a low. So it's actually a low, but it's a low, but the game treats it as a mid, but it does hit low if you notice decay. Because I'll show you. I'm put decay on block real quick, and I'll just show you. Is that look how he blocked that. He blocks it crouching, and I'll show you the whole string just so you know. And as you see, is that he has to block that first low, so it's like a medium. It's like you can only block high mid attack standing and mid attack by crouching. So just like any other fighting game in history ever. Alrighty, moving right along. What we got next? We got any direction, light, heavy. Now, you can, rider cancel off that third hit and do that, but that any direction light heavy is actually his jump cancel combo, but we'll get into that in a second. I just want to let you know that information. What we got next? We have a neutral B string which goes for 4 hits. That third hit is the same stun that we saw off that right there. It's the same exact stun, so it is also cancelable. You can also do a rider finale off of it, and also you do have some OTG off that 4th hit in a corner, and it does give you some juggle as well, so you can do some interesting stuff off of it. Okay, stop hitting it. Thank you. What we got next? We have any direction heavy chain. Nothing special, even though you get that same stun. You can't rider finale. You can't do a rider finale, but you can rider cancel, because take a look at it a little bit closer. Something that I failed to mention now that I think about it is that there is one other small caveat to stuns and how they work. I mentioned that, but it's worth re-mentioning. Now, I thought I didn't mention it, but I did. But it's worth mentioning again. You are just as much a part of that stun than it is than your opponent being stunned, because you have to recover too. And in this case, as you see, and I'll show it again, is that it's like the G.O.D with it, they recover about the same time. And I don't think, as far as my research has gone yet, that different characters recover differently. Like, everybody recovers the same way from the same thing. So, you know, there are a couple of small exceptions, but I'll keep that a secret for now. And what else we got? Now we have that wonderful jump combo. So let's show you in all of its entirety. Breaking, baby! Now, here's the thing about that, because the actual chain is light, heavy, heavy, and then breaking like that. Now, here are a couple of things, and one thing I actually forgot to mention in the flame primer is this. That jump cancel light is an OTG. It is an OTG. Think about it as such in combo building and treat it as such. It's the same thing in that same jumping light in flame style is actually an OTG while jumping as well. So not only can you rider cancel, but you can, if you have the possibility of jumping in there, that you can OTG using it. Now, here's another one of those little caveats to your little plan. The combo would actually hit. Jump cancels are so weird. Is that unlike flame style, is that you don't get a floor bounce, but you can OTG off it to a degree, and you can, and here's why. Breaking is an OTG. If you could actually jump and then do a string and rider cancel and then jump, that is possible to OTG with breaking. But you can also do this if I can actually get it. Not that. No, wrong. I did it wrong, but you can do a slash strike. The way you have to do it is it's like you have to stall the air combo out. Just like that. You have to stall the air combo, which is weird. And, you know, doing a breaking and then, you know, doing a slash strike or... Okay, why did I press the wrong button? Who knows? And stuff. Can we please try this again? You know, the people don't have time for this. And you can do some additional OTG stuff on that as well. And I think that about covers our little look at Wizard Water Style. So, just before we go, proof of concept, children, that yes, you can do light heavy and then you can do the light heavy chain and then do a rider finale. I just want to at least show one example because I just want to say this. I really do. What is that? That's a kick ring? You the bestest? You the bestest? You are the bestest. You are the bestest. Oh my God, tough action to Nactic. Get this man John Madden quick. Kick him in the face with that fiery foot, spin around, and make him explode. And there you go. Done and done. And for our troubles, we activate Climax time. Sweet beans. So that about covers Wizard more or less. Make sure to go through the video, pause it where you need to, take notes if you have any notes to take and stuff. I am going to try to get all of this in like a blog post on my blog, because I've taken notes on this stuff and try to type it out in a little more sense and just try to get it in one big blog post. So give me a day, to sit up here and start gathering information on characters, and I'm gonna start putting them up with the video so you can have that information to refer and look to. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna buy out there. You know this, your boy Triple the G.O.D. Triple the guy that explains it all. I'll holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.